Hi, thanks very much for joining me for an idle chat video. This is the American Bar Association's Section 4 Dispute Resolution channel and programs. My name is Natalie Armstrong-Motin, and my guest today from Delhi, India, is Akshat. How are you, Akshat?
Hi, Natalie. Thank you so much for welcoming me. I'm very well. Thank you for asking.
Well, I'm so glad that you could join me, and you look so professional today, all dressed up.
Yes, I like to be in suits.
I do not, but I'm glad that some people do. Yeah. All right. Akshat, I know that you've seen the Idle Chat videos, and so you know a little bit about the kinds of questions that we ask. So we'll shuffle the cards. How are things in Delhi these days?
Things are a little rainy, little hot, but it's overall present, and we love to be here.
Good. Very good. I like that answer. All right, Akshat, the first card. Do you like things to be carefully planned out, or do you prefer to go with the flow?
See, I have a really particular choice with that. So I have to know, I have an habit to plan everything strategically, and if everything is well, and if something goes out of the plan, I am a really bad person at that time. But also, I know I enjoy things coming at that time, and most importantly, in the sessions, in the mediation sessions, or the negotiation sessions, we never plan things and things come out instantly. So, although I prefer strategic planning, but I also do welcome, things coming up at that moment. So it's both ways.
Both of that, both. That's a very good mediator's answer. I like both. Yeah. All right. Uh, Ashkat, the zombie apocalypse is coming. Which three people do you want to be on your team
To fight the zombies.
to survive the
Okay.
zombies, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, free people. That's a really tough answer. The other my friends would get angry on me after listening to this. So, no, first of all, I'd love to have by my side my family, and that includes my father, mother, and my sister, because I know their strength and we can do anything, if we are determined. So these are the three people that I choose.
Well, and I'm sure you have very good friends who would absolutely understand your answer. Very diplomatic. Next card asks, is there anything that you just can't live without?
I just can't live without. See, is there anything? But there are two things that I can live without. I am a very sleepy person. I can't live without my sleep because, well, nobody can, but I bet no one can compare the amount of sleep I take and the amount of sleep other people take. So one thing is my sleep, and the other thing is music. I love to drum, and I love the DJ, the hip hop. So I love to, I can't live without music. So these are the two things that I would say rather than anything.
I like your answers a lot. Um, well, the next card it falls right in line with that. It asks, if you never needed to sleep again, how would you use all of those extra hours?
How would I use? See, if I never needed to sleep, then first of all, there's one thing that my mentor told me, in the college. So he told me you have to have an habit of working 12 hours a day, and that exclude the sleep. So now we have 24 hours a day without the sleep. So I won't say that I would work 24 hours, but definitely one thing would be working, and other thing would be, of course, giving myself and my family some time. And the primary thing that I would do is devotion and spirituality and meditation. That is that will give me more power even if I won't have to sleep. So these will be the three broad things.
That's a really good plan. No more sleep, family, meditation. I like
and the
it.
work.
And work. Of course, we have to work. Yes. Akshat, what artist or band, since you love music, what artist or band do you always recommend when someone asks for a music recommendation?
Oh, that's a really tough question because I don't have any particular favorite brand or an artist because I have learned that in this thing we keep on switching to new artists and new say, genre of music come up. But if I would have to recommend, it would be One Direction for without any hesitation. Since I started listening to the Western music, One Direction is the go-to.
Okay, I'll have to look at that one. I am not familiar with their music. I'll have to do some research. Akshat, if you were hired to show tourists what it's really like in Delhi, what would you show them or what activity would you have them do?
What activity? Say, not particularly in Delhi, but I would talk, of entire India because what activity it would be a really hard choice and the list would never end over here. Firstly, I would, make them experience the food. I know, you find it spicy, but it's amazing. The food that is food tasting is an activity that you will have to. And then visiting, if you ask me, I would take you to the Taj Mahal and to the temples in India. You love the feeling when you go over there. And then if you talk about India, we have beaches, mountains, plains. So it's a sort of package. So if you have time, I will love to take you throughout all of these.
Akshat, do you listen to podcasts?
Yes, I do listen to.
What's your favorite podcast?
What my favorite podcast? So I listen to my favorite podcaster. He's an Indian. So his name is Ranveer Alavadia, and I listen to him a lot. So he gonna make podcast on different topics like geopolitics, spirituality, and then now some financial aspects, how to manage your money, a very important topic. So I love to listen to his regular podcasts, and that gives me really good insights from the experts in the industry.
Excellent. I listen to similar podcasts, not from India, but from Europe and the United States. I love it as well. Let's see. The next card. Akshat, what is the most amazing physical feat you've ever accomplished?
I love skating, roller skating to be precise. So I used to do it a lot. So when I, used to do some stunts with the roller skates, like standing on one wheel or, doing spinnies around it and some similar stunt. So that was some amazing thing that I experienced, and it took a lot of practice. I would, fall every time, but falling gives me more satisfaction. That next thing I would, be away with this scare, fear of falling. But that is, doing stunt with the roller skates is one I would recommend and I love to do.
Very nice. I like that. When I roller skated, it was in the 70s and we were roller skating to disco music.
Oh wow, that's something I love to do.
Yeah. It's easy to dance to. Akshat, did you always want to be a mediator?
Say, actually not, because from the starting, I know when I got to know about ADR and I got to know about mediation, negotiation, I had this thing in my mind that this is something that I would do definitely in the future. But my first go-to from my school days was doing business and become a businessman. But then, when I went ahead into the law field, I experienced many good international mediation competitions. And there we have a role of client and a counsel. And the clients are usually, business persons. So then I realized, so why not I link my interest and my passion together and enter into this field? And that gave me, that actually, if I'd say that opened my horizon and that opened my brain. So now I'd use strategies and, different business tactics and mix that into mediation advocacy and mediation.
So Akshat, I really like your answer. I like that you put them both together, that one builds on the other. They complement each other so well, and your clients really benefit from that, I'm sure. I'll ask you the same question that I ask all of my guests as the last question, and that is, what do you love most about the work that we do in the resolution industry?
If we talk of the resolution industry, there is the FIEPA that I love most. So it stands for in our industry, the flexibility, efficiency, the autonomy, and the predictability and affordability. See, these are the things that makes our profession stand out. And because I love to, see people, and when their dispute is of suppose 100 million, and they got away with a big deal of maybe 200 million, you know that's how I love to maximize their gains. So this is one thing that I enjoy, and because I am an emerging lawyer and an entrepreneur, the legal field, I have this passion because this could be explored more. And since we have this culture in India developing that one earth, one family, our profession knows no boundaries. Since we focus on many international disputes, it has become one global family, and it's not based on any specific jurisdiction. So these international culture and having a cross-cultural disputes, cross-cultural experiences is also what I love in our profession. So that will be it.
I love that answer. One world, one family. Let's talk about it. Let's get it resolved. I love that. Akshat, thank you so much for joining me for an idle chat. It was really nice learning more about you.
It was a pleasure, and it was absolute pleasure talking to you, Natalie. And thank you for inviting me again. I love to, have this idle chat and explore the unseen side of us. So that was really wonderful. Thank you.